Hi again, thank you so much for joining me. Haters beware. If you spend your time criticizing people, moaning about things, distributing hatred, finding fault, you're actually making yourself bitter. You're not affecting the person that you think you're criticizing. It's actually doing something to you. You're affecting yourself. We were not created to be beings that distributed nastiness and meanness. That is why it actually has an internal effect on us when we're constantly communicating something that is negative or something that is bitter. You're actually poisoning yourself. You're poisoning yourself. Your words say something about your own heart. There's an ancient Hebrew saying that says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. In other words, your words will tell what is actually going on in your heart. Everything about you says something about you. The way you communicate says something about you. What you communicate about and your style of communication will always say something about you. And bitter words will tell of a bitter heart. Bitter words are an indication that there's a bitter heart. When all you ever see is the faults in others, when all you ever see is what other people are doing wrong and what you don't approve of, it's called deflecting. It's like a person saying, I'm aware of my own faults. I'm aware of the things that are going wrong in my own life, but I'm so bothered by that I want to deflect everyone's attention. I want to point at that person over there and say, hey, can you see what that guy's doing? Can you see what that person's doing? Can you see how that person messed up? And by doing that, we actually take the weight and take the pressure off ourselves, and we think, phew, no one's looking at me for a moment, so I'm going to be okay. We love to read something in the newspaper where somebody's been caught out, somebody's done something despicable, somebody's been arrested, and we look at that, and sometimes you might even find that feeling of smugness and a bit of a gloat going on, saying, well, at least it wasn't me. But in fact, we're looking at ourselves and saying, I've got issues of my own. That person's got issues, but at least everyone's looking at them and not looking at me. Don't be an online troll. Keyboard warriors are plentiful and very brave behind the keyboard. Don't be that person. So often I'll see somebody commenting negatively on a thread, and I'm saying, why? What was your payoff? What did you get from doing that? Don't be that person. Be somebody that distributes light, distributes happiness, distributes joy. Don't become a hater. Nobody likes that. If you wouldn't say something to somebody face to face, don't say it to them online. Don't become all brave behind the keyboard. And the way I always determine whether I want to say something to somebody is I ask myself that very simple question: is it kind? Is it necessary? Is this helpful? Do I really, really need to say this thing? If not, don't say it. Why don't you be somebody's happy thought today? Why don't you be the reason that somebody smiled today? Why don't you be the person that somebody is so glad that they met because you made a difference? Don't be a hater. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye.